Hey everyone, it's MK and Sammy. Mr. MK is here too. He's gonna hop in a little bit later. I'm just giving my Sammy a snuggle while you guys hop on. I missed this little guy so much when I was traveling. I missed Paul too, if truth be told. Oh, so give me a shout out, give me a hello, where you're coming to me from when you hop on. And I'm going to go ahead and put Sammy down because he wants to go to Paul. Surprise, surprise. All right, so welcome back, everyone. Oh my gosh, wow. Wow, to my trip that I was on in August. Holy smokes. It was absolutely fantabulous. I just had the best time. It really couldn't have gone any better. Well, except for the situation with the luggage and the storms when I got home. But heck, if that's the worst thing that happens to me in life, I will be just fine. So I'm back in shop. I just wanted to just stop for a minute one more time and just thank you, a heartfelt thank you to my hosts that had me in their beautiful homes while I was on the road. So to Melinda, if you hop on today or if you're there already, Melinda and your group, thank you so much for having me in your beautiful home, letting me be with your sewing group. We had so much fun with the double wedding ring, and then the Pro Stitcher class was just awesome. So thank you so much, Melinda. Also, a huge thank you also to Jennifer Robinson out there in Vincennes, Indiana. It was your home, Jennifer, also just absolutely beautiful. Such a great setup, such a great group that joined us at your place. And it was just really fun for me, you guys, to get out there and see other areas of the country, meet owners, and just, go places that I've not been before. So super fun. And of course, in the middle there, smashed in some family time. It was just, my heart was full to spend time with my family and my friends all the way around. It was just absolutely great. I loved it. I did miss Paul and Samson, so that's the drawback. I love traveling, I love teaching, I love what I do, but I really did miss my boys and the girls. So I'm back in the studio this week just playing catch up, and it's only Tuesday, but I feel like I've had a really productive week already. Yesterday I just got back in here. Paul had serviced my machines while I was gone, so he's here. He's gonna hop in later, talk about a few things. So honey, thank you so much for servicing the machines. They are running well, they sound wonderful, and just a reminder to all of you guys, if you do this professionally like I do, we're heading into our busiest time of the year, right? We're heading into the holidays. Everybody wants gifts and this, that, and the other thing. So maybe a good time to get your machine serviced now, or for sure after Christmas. Just set aside some time and get your machine serviced. You guys, they need that oiling and that cleaning. They're thirsty for that that oil, and after you have it serviced, they just run so smoothly. So mine are good to go. So what is up next? Let me just check my list here. Yes, okay, so speaking of my girls, oh my gosh, Mr. MK is in special attire today. And he just, OMG. OMG. Okay, so speaking of the girls, I just wanted to let you know that my Fusion is still for sale. So you guys, please keep chattering about it, share it with friends, and I'm just announcing today, I'll make sure that Paul updates my website and any of the other postings that I have out there online. I'm going to drop the price by $500, okay? I want to get her out of here. She is freshly serviced, she's been timed, she's spiffed up, everything is great, she's running awesome. And remember, you get our services with that, Paul's tech support, my videos, everything with the used machine sale, plus you're going to get a brand new table, okay? So 10 or 12 foot, whatever you want, the new Gallery 2 frame, and that comes with that new Clearview loading thing, okay? We'll talk about that in a minute. Okay, so let's see. just back to the Fusion, I am going to drop the price. We're doing free setup and delivery anywhere in Florida. We just have to work with you if you're out of state. There will be some fees and charges for that, okay? But we can absolutely work it out, okay? All right, what else happened while I was gone? Holy smokes, my video, the L-shaped connected corner border class with chunking, whew, was that worth the wait, you guys? I think so, by the amount of videos that we've sold and shipped out of here on USB sticks again. So that was all of that was happening while I was on the road, and I'm really, really glad that you guys have found that so helpful. Some people did reach out and ask me, what if I don't have art and stitch? Well, there are different ways to do what I explain in that class with regard to the L-shape borders, okay? So, you know, if you don't have art and stitch, that part of it is not going to be something that you can complete. However, there's other workarounds, and besides, the rest of the class has so much packed into it. There's all different kinds of techniques, okay? So I really think that even if you don't have that art and stitch angle, it would still be really, really worth it getting that class. So thank you for all your business on that. We appreciate that. Right as it stands right now, I don't have another video specifically in the works, but that doesn't mean that one might not be coming, because, you know, sometimes things just hit me out of the blue and I'm like, oh, I should do a class on that. Okay, so just keep watching. Just keep watching. Okay, the side arm upgrades. Hallelujah. Those have all been shipped. You should have gotten those now, all of you who were waiting for the gallery upgrades. Okay, so Paul and I just did that YouTube video. He just published it yesterday. We had kind of a fun time doing that video, you guys, just, you know, watching us work through putting that on one of my frames. Samson was there, you know, supervising the whole thing. And actually, you guys, I am loving the Clearview mode. I have to be honest, I wasn't sure that I was gonna like it, but I really, really do. So if you're on the fence about that, I say go for it. You know, we appreciate your business. If you want to buy that from us, we can absolutely ship that to you. Then you've got the video now to watch for us to help you with that. The instructions are pretty clear, and I'm really, really loving the Clearview mode. And I'm going to be doing a whole brand new loading video. Well, I just said no videos are coming. I lied. I'm going to do a whole brand new loading video, okay? Showing you how I use the zippers and the grips and all of that again, and then doing both configurations on the loading, okay? So watch for that. Thread Club, Mr. MK just got this month's Thread Club off to the post office. That is an ongoing program. So if you want to get on board with Thread Club, just sign up anytime. 3 cones of Omni Thread every month, 10% off what they would normally be retailed at, and free shipping. And then if you want to throw other handy quilter stuff in, we can do bundle all of the shipping together, okay? And then you just wait till the end of the month and then we ship it out. Okay. Oh my goodness, Samson. The Warriors are getting restless. Okay, MK, I have to talk quick. Okay, what's up next? Events. Okay, so just had a fantastic month of March with my events. What's coming up next? My event in Cumming, Georgia. Okay, so Mr. MK just made a couple of corrections on the website just yesterday. So we had the town spelled wrong. Sorry about that, Sean. It's Cumming, Georgia. That's a bit north and east of Atlanta. And we're going to change the start and end time on that just a little bit. It's going to be 9:30 to 4:30. Okay, so I still have spots available for that. Get yourself signed up, chatter about to your friends, anybody in that Atlanta-ish area. Please come out and see me in Cumming, Georgia. Now, there may be one additional event I'm going to squeeze in next month, and that's going to possibly be an event in the Clements, Maryland area. Okay, so Paul and I just sold a system with Pro Stitcher to a brand new owner up in that area, and that is a little bit south and west, I believe it is, of the DC area. Okay, so Washington DC, south of there, a little bit, or is it east? I'm sorry, look it up on a map, okay? Clements, Maryland. And Paul's going up to help that new owner with setup and installation. I'm going to follow later next month with some personal training for her. That's what we do here at MK Quilts. When we sell you a system, we come to where you are for install and training. So if I can pull something together really quickly up in that area, it's going to be towards the middle to the end of next month. And of course, just watch the board. And if we can do that, great. While I'm in town, great. All right, so that's that. After that, I'm going to be in Minnesota again in October. So October was when I was supposed to be doing this event in Las Vegas, Nevada. That show has since gone away. The whole show was not happening, and I feel really bad for the organizers of that. They were working on that really, really hard. But that was a decision that they made, so I'm not going to be in Las Vegas. I'm going to actually go to Minnesota for a wedding. So again, I am very much open to holding an event in Minnesota while I'm there. If any of you are watching and you live up in that area, I can tag on to the front or to the back side of that. So just reach out to me. Okay, so that's October. And then the last one after that I have scheduled is in Daytona Beach, Florida here in December. So I will chatter about that a little bit more in the weeks to come. Okay, so that's that. Oh, also next month I'm going to be on retreat with Deb Heatherly. I'm so excited to be on a retreat, get some sewing time for myself. I miss that during the year because I'm so busy. So watch for, that's going to be the second week in September. So watch for me. Maybe I can get Deb to jump on live with me and I can do my live feed from Dillard, Georgia, up in the northern part of Georgia. Okay, so now I think that takes me through my list. We are going to bring in Mr. MK. He's dressed for the occasion today because we're going to talk some cruise with you. Here's Mr. MK, the cruise director. Look at him.
Now, if it was February, you'd just be jealous. I know.
Oh my gosh. All right, so you guys, I'm mostly going to let Paul take over from here, but I just wanted to let you know, of course, if you've been watching, we've had to make some changes with the whole cruise for 2019, but we are pushing forward. We're still very excited about it, and Paul's going to tell you kind of what's been going on, what he's been working on, what we're planning, and Mr. MK Cruise Director, take it away.
All right, here, hold my dog.
Okay.
Oh, there we go. All right. She keeps this camera so low, I'm going to have to stand back and squint here and shout a little bit more. So, anyways, I have the website here for a reason, because I do try and keep it up to date, and it's changing constantly. So she already mentioned the video. The cruise here, we had to, okay, there's a video on there what happened, but if you're interested in the cruise, we are still committed to doing this. We're going to do it out of Port Canaveral, other side of the state, because the really big ships can get there. And so for our training, we've actually got 2 rooms that adjoin, so you can pull the wall back, and we can have over 40 people in each at 4x6, 2 people at each 4x6 table. So we're going to have a lot of room to do our training and tasks.
This is so pathetic. Samson wants Paul so bad.
You just relax him.
I don't know how we're going to possibly leave him for a week while we're cruising.
Well, don't tell him.
Okay.
Sammy doesn't know he's not coming. So, I mean, I will work with the cruise company to get onboard credits or compensation for anyone who incurred a rebooking fee for airlines or anything like that. We're trying to do what's right. If we can't get that, we're going to give some store credit. So we apologize. I should have, well, not trusted a sales guy on whether that ship could really support what we needed. So now I've learned, so this cruise and the next one will have plenty of resources, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Really quickly, both of our trainers that we had booked for 2019 are completely fine with the change of dates, you guys, okay? So we're super, super happy, still so thrilled to have the trainers that we're gonna have. So yeah, just the dates have changed, going out of a different port, but please come along and join us. It's gonna be fun.
Uh-oh, something popped up. Doesn't matter. Okay, so the other thing I was trying to do right before this started was I've been promising a sort of live webinar for people to be able to come and ask me questions about QPI and just technical questions. You know, you can always call me up and hire me to do stuff on your laptops, which if you buy our machines, you get that for 2 years for free, so you can hound me all you want then. But so what I'm trying to do this Friday night, and we're going to see what tools we can have. We already pay for the Yondo video site, and we've done some webinars with that. So if you go to our website on the front page now, you can click over, and the first 25 people can actually sign up for this webinar. It's going to be at 8 o'clock this Friday night. And we'll try and do these regularly, but it's sort of just a little community get-together. I might not be able to answer the questions about QPI as well as someone else, but I'm going to try and get this together so that we can actually, you know, have a little bit more of a community gathering where you know, people that are a little bit on the edge of whether QPI makes sense for them, it'd be a good place for them to call. I can help people out in general.
Are you wanting them to submit questions ahead of time?
So yes, as part of the registration process, you will get an email back that gives you the email address where you can submit questions ahead of time. So those will definitely get answered. Now we'll take questions online as well. But you know, this is free. I'm just doing this to try and help out and get things going. And as we learn how to do these things better, we can enlarge that from 25 people so that we don't have to have people register ahead of time. But if you're interested, it's on the website in the little green box right below the cruise. As we stood there, I put the $500 extra off of her quilt here. So yes, I try and work quick. QPI, again, I keep seeing people downloading it and buying it. I hope it's doing well for everybody. And Melissa mentioned our loading video. Are we not cute in this picture? I mean, really. So here again, Facebook is great. If you use Facebook, you're going to get a lot of info from Melissa, but I always try and keep this a up-to-date page so you can find things on what's going on as well. So that, I think, am I forgetting anything?
I don't think so. I think that's it. And Sammy's getting heavy. I'm not used to holding him during the live feeds. So, okay, you guys, give Paul a big round of applause. Doesn't he look cute in his shirt? Don't you want to come and cruise with him as your cruise director? Oh, my gosh. Save the dancing, honey. Okay.
Need more rum? Is that what you're saying? Okay.
All right, you guys. So, again, I'm just really, really happy to be back in town. I have got to put the pedal to the metal now on my quilting. I've got stuff to do, and then September I'm going to be on the road again. So, Sean, I'm looking forward to being up there with you and your group. You guys, again, anybody in that Atlanta area, spread the word. I'm going to be up there. And you guys, I just had such an amazing group, 2 amazing groups of Pro Stitcher Sim people that I met in Michigan and Indiana that were just, they were just so eager and they were just so thirsty for the training. And I'm so humbled and so happy that what I provide is helpful to y'all. And I have said it so many times, I don't know it all. I'm not, you know, the one to say I'm the expert of all experts, but I think that time has proven that you all just appreciate me sharing little things, and this is who we are. You know, we come to you with the dog, and I looked at that video that we made the other day, you know, with the sidearm upgrades, and I'm like, oh, I look overweight in that video. Oh, well, this is who I am. You're getting me how I look because I want you, I want to help you guys. I truly, in my heart, want to help you guys. Okay, so let's look at what's on the frames, and I got to get back to work. All right, so over here on McFusion, my lovely McFusion, who I hope isn't going to be with me too much longer, sorry McFusion, is a beautiful Christmas quilt. And it's kind of a friendship star, well, it is a friendship star quilt. But the stars, I was looking at it earlier, the stars are not made from half square triangles. They're actually made from rectangles with one of the corners snowballed. So I thought that was an awesome way to do that quilt. Over here, oh my gosh, you guys, I posted about this quilt before I left town. So this quilt has been on the frame for a long time. But I want you to look at that applique right there. Yep. That is some free motion on there. MK grabbed the handlebars today, and I was driving that Infinity. So anyways, you guys, thanks for joining us. Thanks for being followers. Thanks for all of your business. Come cruise with us in 2019, and until next week, from my studio to yours, happy quilting. Bye-bye.